If there's one thing Disney does not need at this time, it is one of their major celebrities speaking out on tax policy, declaring that the middle class does not need the tax cuts coming from the Trump administration, the extension from 2017. Why, oh why, Disney must wonder, is our Simu Liu, our Shang-Chi, our MCU star diving into such a divisive thing? Folks, we'll tell you what's coming up with celebrities and why they might want to back out of this one real fast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pro Channel, where we, as ever, endeavor to explain entertainment. Keeping you ahead of the culture curve is what we do, and we love what we do. A passion, a zeal that keeps the Holly weirds in check. Folks, all we ask is that you check that like button. Smash it, as they say, and we'll find that smashingly okay. Let's get ready to dive in with a panel of excellence, including Ron Coleman is here. We'll see what he says. He's not a fan of celebrities. What will he say about Simu Liu? I kid, he likes celebrities, just not when they say such stupid things. It is, it's tax cut stuff. Not the typical thing we would cover here on the Pro Channel. There's a reason for it, though. Hang tight. And it's related to Marvel, if you can believe it. Out of Reuters by Jarrett Renshaw, David Morgan, and David Lauder, Trump pushed to use tariffs to pay for tax cuts faces opposition in Congress. All right, well, why would we go here? Well, hang tight, folks. We'll do it. We'll show you. You'll be amazed. Here we go. U.S. President Donald Trump is pushing a plan to explicitly use revenue from higher tariffs on imported goods to help pay for extending trillions of dollars in tax cuts. An unprecedented shift likely to face opposition from many of his fellow Republicans in Congress, although I don't think it will. All right. But there's the key word here, folks. Key word is extend. I'll say it again. U.S. President Donald Trump is pushing a plan to explicitly use revenue from higher tariffs on imported goods to help pay for extending trillions of dollars in tax cuts. Same tax cuts that have been in effect since 2017. Go up here. Trump wants new tariffs to pay for extending 2017 tax cuts. There it is, right there, in bold for you. So that's what's happening. You like your tax cuts, folks? You enjoy not having to pay as much as you would otherwise? Well, if that's you, you're not the same as Simu Liu, who is, of course, the Shang-Chi Marvel actor, Canadian, who is now weighing in on the tax cuts, and he doesn't like them. He doesn't want you to have tax cuts. And this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. An actor for a superhero franchise is deciding to weigh in a nation to which he is not a citizen, telling the citizens there they don't get a tax cut. Here's what he says. Then we'll weigh in with the panel.
So I'll preface by saying that I'm not American. I'm Canadian, but I live in America.
He looks Canadian.
America,
is there a way to get rid of him? Is there a draft?
I read the new administration's new tax plan, and it looks like I get a tax cut. And I guess I just wanted to say that I don't need a tax cut. I'm happy to pay taxes. I believe I should pay taxes, and I actually believe that people like me should probably pay more tax.
All right. Question, Ron. Is he allowed to send extra money to the IRS so that he pays his fair share? I don't want to stop him from paying his fair share.
I don't think, or more than his fair share. Whatever he thinks is fair, as long as it's the amount that the IRS says he has to pay, or more.
Well, he might be paying the ERS now. I mean, I'm not sure where he needs to send his money, but he needs to send it somewhere because he's feeling very badly. The thing is, this poor, crazy man, unless there's something I don't know about from the feds, and so, panel, you correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know of any new tax cuts that go beyond the 2017 tax cuts that would already be declared in specificity that he's looked at it and he's coming away from it saying, darn it, I'm getting extra tax cuts now. But he seems to know in great detail the details of tax cuts that I don't think exist. And yet this guy, whose job is to play the role of a superhero, is out there wading into tax policy. Make it make sense, somebody.
This is the most misguided virtue signaling garbage that I could ever imagine someone saying. If you have this is trying to say that giving money to the government is better than giving it to any charity out an existence. It's saying that it's better than literally handing that amount of money to someone to change their lives specifically. This comes from a very misguided idea that the government is capable of doing things efficiently and is a force for good in people's lives. And I just have to say that government is evil, and it is a curse that we have to bear in a free society. Taxation is theft. Specifically, when you vote for more taxes, you are voting to take money from other people, and therefore, instead of doing good yourself, you vote to take money out of other people's pockets in order to do things in the least effective way possible. The only thing that government does well is end lives.
The insanity here is, I don't know what this man's talking about, and I follow these things. I don't know what tax cut he thinks he's getting. So he is literally beating the devil out of a straw man for no apparent gain whatsoever. We'll play a little bit more, and then we'll see if we can figure out what he's talking about, that he seems to be annoying potential and possible fans and making himself less attractive to marvel with.
I've been very fortunate and am very privileged, and I'm happy to pay my fair share.
Where did you get that fortune?
Bro, why do we even care?
And
Why
I
are we
guess
wasting time with this guy? With all due respect, I mean, it's your show, but
So here's the thing, Ron. The question is, as celebrities get ready to weigh in on politics.
He's a celebrity? He's a celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
He's a Marvel superhero, and he's
okay. So I'll ask the question again.
I mean, he thinks he's a celebrity. He's treated like a celebrity, but nobody cares.
So
I think that's to your point.
This is the broader question that we'll ask, and we're going to play a little bit more of him. But the broader question that we need to ask is, should celebrities at this time just back out if they know the topics this poorly? Like, this man thinks there are tax cuts that are not coming, and he's about to be very incendiary to the middle class. As a Canadian, as a celebrity who has made his money off the backs of Americans, he's about to be very incendiary to the middle class in his case for virtue. And so, more broadly, what we'll come back to is, should celebrities just back out for a while if they know these topics so poorly? Here's a little bit more from Simu Liu.
Just a little confusing to me, because in this tax plan, 95% of Americans, basically Americans that make less than $360,000 a year, will not get tax cuts. They will have their taxes go up, which means their cost of living will go up and their income will go down.
What?
And that's really and I'm just so confused, because you have so much of the American population who voted for a president that so clearly does not act in their best interest. And instead of attacking the root causes of whatever is contributing to this massive wealth disparity, is instead distracting the public with issues and really throwing
issues.
Yeah, scapegoating women, people of color. And
Ron, he's not very smart. I mean, he mistakes
he
income.
might be even less smart than the average actor.
Well, I mean, he's mistaking or conflating income with take-home pay. He doesn't understand how taxation works in this country. He's unfamiliar with the fact that the wealth disparity is created by corporations taking advantage of a system that even the politicians who operate it take advantage of on a daily basis.
No, listen, you're getting too much into the weeds. I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying, Culture, but this is barely a high school level of analysis. Like, he's not. Sure. I think the most compelling point here, like you guys said, he can pay as much as he wants. Different people have different income levels. It's not the government's to presumptively decide how much we should have. Mm-hmm. And government is a necessary evil. And here's where he's going to disagree with us. It should be starved, because it's doing a lot of stuff it has no business doing. And with the money that we do give it for things that we do think that it's supposed to be doing, it doesn't even do them well. Like, the number one thing everyone thinks government should be doing is defense. Stop other countries from attacking or for threatening our country. besides the fact that we've had an open border for 4 years, that's not really on the Defense Department, or it wasn't until just now, but they have never once passed an audit. We can't just keep giving, and I'm a hawk, okay? I'm not like a lot of our libertarian friends. I'm fine with hegemony, American hegemony. I love it. I think it makes our excellent or potentially excellent lifestyle possible. But you can't just write blank checks to the Pentagon for the rest of the time.
I totally,
of course,
totally 100% agree.
That's the way I would put it simply.
I'm of the firm stance that the role of the government is to defend property rights. And from there, you get life being the ultimate property, liberty being property as well. And within that framework, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, the government has no right dictating how much money you have. The government has a right to establish taxes, and that's the only reason the ridiculous...
Governments don't have any rights at all. Governments have powers.
That's right. That's
Governments
right.
have powers.
That was poor phrasing on my part.
No, but you can't be blamed because you hear it all the time. We've come into a world where governments are considered to be at the table with us. In fact, it's an issue in other aspects, other legal issues, where we talk about one of the defenses that has been raised frequently, including in my Supreme Court case, which you happen to have mentioned, Pro, the government's free speech. The government's free speech. Government has no free speech. The government has the power to speak to the extent it needs to do so to do its job, or where it is authorized lawfully to do so by Congress. But the government doesn't have a First Amendment right. So I don't,
well, forgive me for trying to be too clever here, but they believe that they would agree that rights are God-given, but they believe that government is the God who gives those rights.
Right. I agree with that.
Classic Marxism. Sorry, but I stepped on you there, Pro. Go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with you. They believe the state is the divine, and the state is the arbiter of their power. To bring this back, though, to the idea that there's a Marvel superstar celebrity who believes in a tax cut that doesn't exist.
That's an oxymoron right now, Pro.
What's that?
That's an oxymoron right now.
Oh, that's a good point. But so he is out there as a celebrity telling people that they should not have these tax cuts coming under the misguided belief that it's going to hurt 95% of the American population, which that's some level of idiocy. But I got to say, I don't think that companies like Disney want their celebrities out there right now weighing in on tax policy and telling the middle class, no, you don't want these tax cuts that you've had since 2017. Like, this is some level of stupid that celebrities need to get out of and get out of it fast. Ariana Grande is another example. Ariana Grande is trying to start a cat fight with Carrie Underwood. It's like, you don't want to do this. This is the wrong time. You are reading the room as badly as you possibly could. Like, get out of this so that Hollywood can get back to making entertainment. It's just my thought. Maybe Disney likes it when Simu Liu comes out and weighs in on tax policy as a Canadian living in America. I don't know. Vash, what do you think?
Well, Simu Liu, I will give him a little bit of, a little bit of a break. As being folded in to the
he wouldn't give you a break, Vash. He wouldn't give you a break if you were selling boba.
Well, no. I see. Here's the thing. He was just folded into the fabric of America via the 51st state. So I'm gonna give him a little bit of I'm just gonna back up a little bit. No, but seriously, listen. Tax policy. Okay, the place that taxes the people the most, probably what you can make an argument for. Places in Illinois, but probably Southern California. One of the roles of the government is to prevent, natural disasters or at least recover from them, and particularly deal with fire. How'd that work out? So, I'm not really going to take any tax advice from somebody who clearly doesn't understand the role the government plays in all of this and how taxes, yes, they are inhibiting lower classes of individuals, which, by the way, I believe Trump has said multiple times that he wants to extend tax cuts to everybody, not just the elite.
Well, can I just say, go ahead, Culture.
No, I was just gonna say one way to do that is to follow through on this tariff policy and where the eventual end would be, like we used to operate prior to the supposedly disappearing income tax that we originally got sold this bill of goods.
I'm sure when this Mimbo calls his tax accountant, he's not hiring a tax accountant to do his taxes and say, you know what, just phone this in. I want to send in as much as possible. It's just so disingenuous. He wants to pay as little as humanly possible with taxes. And if he's not, then he's dumber than I would. I'm trying to stop calling people dumb on the live streams. It's not working in this particular case. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. It's virtue signaling. It's empty. I don't know if he's about to try to run for office. I don't know what popularity contest that he's currently failing to win that he's aiming for here. It's just, I don't know what Panama City bar this works in, but go sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
I would like to congratulate Simu Liu, though. I would like to congratulate Marvel and the MCU because they finally found someone who makes Mark Hamill look sane. You know we must bid adieu for now, but folks, I encourage you, if you enjoyed this kind of video, well, we have plenty more and more on the way every single day. We do it for you. Check out the WDW Pro Channel and go click on videos. You can see the most recent ones and enjoy all the stuff we're talking about, and hopefully give us some feedback because we would love to cater what we're doing for you. You are the consumer. You are our valued guest. It's how entertainment companies once upon a time treated the people who bought their stuff, and we're still doing it here. Folks, on the way out the door, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And folks, as we get ready to say goodbye, we always say this because we think you indeed are special and matter. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.